Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mindcrack panel at MINECON 2016. You may be wondering why there's only 7 of us up here. We have all of us here, and we're going to be alternating every 20 minutes. Actually, I got a timer here, so we're going to go ahead and start that timer, and we're going to play tag team paneling. So it's going to be fantastic. And to start off, if you don't know who Mindcrack is, maybe you're lost, that's fine. You can still hang out with us for the next hour. Mindcrack was formed almost 6 years ago, 6 years October. We're a group of people that initially started playing Minecraft. Now we still play Minecraft, but we also do a lot of other games. And we're probably most notably known for the creator of UHC. That was, what, 5 years ago at this point? Yeah. Started off as a, most people probably don't know, started off as a single-player thing, and now it's the multiplayer thing that almost every Minecraft group plays. On stage right now, myself, I'm Good. Vintage Beef to the left of me. I guess I'll introduce every person. Kurt to the left of him. Arcus to the left of him. Co to the left of him. Michael. And then Doc. Wait. And everyone really likes Doc. And we have other people that are come up, like I said, every 20 minutes. So in the past, we've done our panels where we've kind of worked out the Q&A ahead of time, got you guys to submit questions for us, but it's been a long time since we've done a live Q&A panel, and that's what we wanted to do today. So there's 2 mics in the room. There's an enforcer at each of them, or an agent, and we'd like for you guys... It's an enforcer at PAX. I don't know where I'm at. And we'd like for you guys to ask questions about things that you don't normally get answered. So if you guys are interested in doing that, and in the meantime, Doc's going to sing a song.
What? No. No, we can't do that here. It's it would be competitive marketing. But yeah, one thing I definitely want to point out, we did a fundraiser to send all of us here. And I don't know if anybody's in attendance who helped out there, but yeah, thank you very much. Yesterday, one of the perks that could be purchased or tipped for was playing mini golf. We actually did that yesterday, and it was one of our biggest productions ever. We had like 3 or 4 cameras going, and it was freaking awesome. And also, I think either tonight or tomorrow there's going to be some bug eating. Right, Pause? And yeah, we're having a great time. You can follow us here. We're live streaming it most of the time when we're in the house. Which channel are we streaming it on? Good.
The Mindcrack channel. So twitch.tv/Mindcrack is where you'll be able to find pretty much everything that's happening in the house. And don't be afraid to go to the mics and line up now so that you can ask us questions, because otherwise we're just going to have a moment of silence for the next 60 minutes.
So, yeah.
But yeah, we are streaming pretty much, like Doc said, from the house. Also, there was another thing that we said we'd do when we got here, and that was a eat it or wear it challenge. So we did that yesterday, which is, if you don't know what that is, it's unmarked bags of maybe tasty and maybe terrible things, and you choose to either eat them or wear them, and you're going to really enjoy those videos, and Arcus did terrible things to me. All right, so I guess we got some people lined up. Let's go ahead and get the questions going.
You want to start?
Let's go with that line first, and then we'll just alternate, I guess. Or there is an agent that will handle. I can't, the lights are so bright.
I know. Which one?
Oh, over there. We got it. That's fine.
Hello. Do you guys have your own server?
Well, this is awkward. So we kind of do. It doesn't get played on much anymore. We started a vanilla server about 6 years ago. The moment that Notch released the ability to play multiplayer Minecraft is when the Mindcrack server started, and that's kind of one of the biggest things our group was known for, is this vanilla server that we all played on. And over the years, we've played a little bit less and less. We recently had a modded server called the Crack Pack, and it as modded does, it got really laggy. But there's some plans. We have a big marathon we do every year for Extra Life, and there's some plans to revive some more server play coming this October, so you can kind of stay tuned for that. Thank you.
So, what was it like playing with Paul Soares Jr.?
That's for you, Beef.
So I haven't played much Minecraft with Paul Soares Jr. We played a couple other games together, and he is actually super creative. Like, he's got a really inventive mind. He's really big into the role play, which is something that I'm not really into very much. So yeah, it's definitely different. I haven't played enough Minecraft with. I think we did like one episode of Minecraft together in all my 6 years of Minecrafting, but maybe we'll get to play with him some other time soon.
Hi. How are you guys today?
Good.
Good.
My question is kind of for everybody. So for myself, it was actually very interesting to see your faces for the first time. Well, I know Doc's face, and I know Good's face, and I know Vintage's face, but I don't see a lot of your faces. For you guys, what was it like the first time that you got to see each other in person or over chat? Was there that, hey, I didn't think you looked like that moment?
Well, oddly enough, you know, normally you hang out on Skype or other means of online communication, and I always thought, there's a huge difference between making friends online and in real life. But as I said, oddly enough, then when you meet each other, it's like a super smooth transition. I mean, you know the voice, you know the sense of humor, you just know this person after all these years. And for me, honestly, there's not much big difference between it. And I enjoy every second when we get chances like that to get together. Of course, you know, if you can look a person in the eyes, that's a bit more personal than Skype or whatever, but still, it's great, and it just proves, you know, online friendships are a real thing. To be philosophical here, yeah.
It's pretty real. Like, I couldn't believe Arcus was so tall. I have to look up to him. But meeting everyone in person for the first time, I met Good 3 years ago at PlayOnCon, and Seth and Chad and a few of them. And meeting them in person is quite a bit different than talking to them online. It was a very surreal experience. And when we got back together again this time for MINECON, it was like a family just getting back together after we've been apart for some time, and just it was fun. Yeah.
Sorry, Doc.
I actually met Anders for the first time in person at this convention. And he is so much more handsome in person.
Can't confirm.
Anyone else want to say something about it?
All right, next question.
No, you guys
Thank
said it
you.
all.
What are you planning to do with Minecraft in the future? What are you planning to do in the future with Minecraft?
With Minecraft or Minecrack?
Minecraft.
Minecrack. I guess I can answer, and you guys can jump in. I think the biggest thing is to make sure that we maintain this tight group. There was a time where I felt like we were always trying to expand the group, add more people, so we could have more people to collaborate with. And I think as the group has grown and as the years have passed, we've realized that people don't have to necessarily join the group to still be someone we can collaborate with. And I think what we have now, like Doc and Michael said, was kind of like a family where we can, rent these houses together and hang out and make cool content together. But we don't necessarily have to every single person we meet add to the group. Like, I see Dyer sitting in not Dyer Dwarf or guy. I forget. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. No.
It's a really close
He
family.
started hiding his face, and so he messed me up. Anyways, see Dyer in the audience, and don't want to, so he can play with us, so he doesn't have to join the group. And I think I'm doing a terrible job of answering this question. I'm just going to drop the mic and walk away now. Thank you, Dyer. Thank you. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, I think it almost sounds like we're in a stagnant path, but I don't think that's what it is. It's just that we're very happy with where we're at as a group right now. So I think we want to continue doing a lot of what we're already doing to some degree, playing games, raising money for charity, being able to meet the fans and interact with the community and kind of maintain the friendships that we've created. that makes any sense without me stumbling over more words.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really important to us. The charity we started a few years ago, it kept on growing and expanding, and by now we've collected hundreds of thousands of dollars for good causes, and that's also something that really keeps us going. That gives us, this really big goal we can work towards. Because in our starting days, it was real easy. We just had our server, and our one and only goal was to make this great server community and grow that. But eventually, if you do it for a while, you need to look for even bigger goals. You reach a certain level of, people know you and you have some influence. And yeah, the charity thing, we really want to focus a lot on that. And yeah, when is it good? When are we going?
October 19th, we'll be in San Francisco. Microsoft has been so nice to give us their loft again, and we'll be streaming for 48 hours from there on our Twitch channel to raise money for Extra Life. And pretty much everyone that's here is going to be there too, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
All right. Next question.
Hi there, guys. First of all, sorry for the weird voice. My question, it's a bit of a silly one. If you had to choose between having 2 first names or 2 surnames as a name, if you wanted to change them, which would you choose?
This is like a podcast question.
That was actually that actually spurred me to think of it. So yeah, it would have been.
You got this,
Would
Justin?
you like to have 2 first names or 2 surnames as a name?
I actually got 2 first names. I don't know if that's public knowledge, but
Do you want to make it public knowledge?
I'm
What's your
actually
social security number?
Stefan Mark. So my second name is Mark, so now it's out there. So I prefer it. It's cool. Yep.
Your identity has been stolen now.
I think 2 surnames could be cool. It would sound cool. Like you could be Robinson. Kind of sound like an agent. Smith.
They don't have to be the same, Co.
Well, if they were the same, though, it sounds cool.
Was President Astronaut.
President astronaut. Yes.
Cool, thank you.
That was really a podcast question.
Yeah, it was like a podcast question. It was good.
Standing or sitting?
Yeah.
I'm blanking now.
What do you say?
I'm blanking.
Oh,
Who or how did you get into Minecraft?
you go. You get that one, Beef.
Sure, you know why I'm going to say.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah, you and Anders.
Perfect answers.
I got into it because I was watching some silly people play on YouTube who were really terrible at this game. And I thought I could do a much better job. No, seriously, I got started watching Anders in his old modded world, Good playing vanilla and starting his server, and X, which I don't know if a lot of people here would know who that is. But yeah, that's how I got started, just watching YouTube videos, and I thought I'd do it myself, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I've been doing it to this day.
Yeah, likewise. I saw X first, also Paul Source Jr., like his first night. And then eventually I got to watch Good and how terrible he was.
See?
And, it was amazing, so that's how I got started.
Yeah, I first heard of it from the Penny Arcade comic. They had a few comics about Minecraft and how addictive it was, and I didn't know about it, so I looked it up, and I found X's Adventures in Minecraft. I found Co's Quest, and then Good, and then from there I decided to start my own series, and then at my first Flobathon fundraiser, we had Good and we had Co there, and yeah, it's been going ever since.
A lot of mentions of X. That was the same for me, too. I watched X's Adventures in Minecraft. I also saw Scene Inners. I had originally seen Minecraft on Reddit because it was sort of like a community grew up there really early on. And I didn't really understand what it was, and I was going to just ignore it until I saw Scene Inners' video. And after I saw his, I was really intrigued. And then I found X's Adventures in Minecraft, which was more like it's like a story. That was really new to me. I didn't ever see a Let's Play before that. And when he got done, then I was really wanting more, and I ended up doing my own. So that was what led me into playing a lot of Minecraft and doing a lot of YouTubing.
Sure. It was X. I think everyone's mentioned X. I mean, he was.
He should be here, really.
He should be here. He's like the
Come on,
original.
X.
And then Co.
Nah.
You know, it's all his fault. But yeah, those were my inspirations.
Yeah, for me, it's always surreal for me to sit on a table with Co. Because back then, like Co's Quest was like a religion for me. I watched it, like, you know.
I remember before I joined Mindcrack, I saw you on a panel and you sang a little bit of the intro song.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
I know.
really weird.
Yeah, that was the thing. But then I also thought, back then when Minecraft Let's Play started, it was pretty much, you know, everything on camera and you just play along. And I thought, that's really cool, but I kind of want to try to do my own thing. And then that was when the world tour idea kind of came up, which most Minecraft Let's Players now do, you know, and not showing continuous gameplay, but showing progress in their Let's Plays, which I find it's just evolved to that by now. I find it really interesting. But yeah, X, of course. I mean, that is, I think most people got inspired by him. Who can forget the Greenhouse of Harmony, you know?
Right, yeah.
And then, yeah, Coast Quest. And then eventually, my first server experience, of course, was with Good and the founding fathers of the Minecraft server. And
The founding fathers.
Yeah. That was kind of, yeah, what made me realize, hey, there's not only you digging holes alone, it's actually a whole world and a community that can,
Dig
you know,
holes alone.
Yeah. That's just amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I have a silly question for Good first. Is Good Willie's kill?
Yes.
And then on a more serious note, do you plan on doing, or I know you talked about the 48-hour live stream, but do you plan on doing more group events and big group series? And
Doing more, sorry, what is
Group events and big group series.
Oh, right. Group events like online or in person?
Either or.
Oh
like
yeah, I
group
think
series.
I think that's one of the things that has happened with us not playing as much vanilla Minecraft is that we don't have something that we all resonates with everyone in the group to play. Like we tried, like 7 Days to Die was a game that we all tried to find interest in and play. We were really interested in the Crack Pack, but then we weren't able to keep it lag free, and so I think all of us always want to create a thing that we can do together. That's what's so great about us being able to come together here in the house and stuff is that we can see how much we all share the same interests and how well we get along together. So I don't think that any of us are against doing large group events. It's just a matter of finding that one thing that brings us all together in an easy way that's so easy to collaborate in. And that's what Minecraft is great at doing. It's just a matter of everyone being in the same space at the same time, like headspace really, more than anything, to make that easily possible.
We got 1 minute and 30 seconds before the switch out. So the next question, make it count.
How much
No pressure.
wham do you need to dedicate to Minecraft?
I
Yes,
still don't
yes.
know. Every time I run a UHC, I question that.
No, but seriously,
dedicated
if you
wham.
could go back in time and play with X and build something in his world, what would it be?
Oh man. I enjoyed watching X too. We did something with him, didn't we? Once, Co. We did a thing with X.
Did we?
I feel like we did. We did something with X. Oh, it was during a live. No, that was that live stream you didn't come to. Never mind. I got to hang out with X one time and play Spleef. That's what it was. I remember now. But yeah, building something in his world, that would have been really cool. I was always really disappointed when he died in lava, and spoiler alert, and ended his series, because I also followed his series very closely.
I've done some stuff with him. We had a little series where me, Avidia, X, and Paul Soares Jr. did some stuff. We played like Terraria, and
that's what I'm thinking of with
yeah,
you guys.
we did some Left 4 Dead, and then there was one time we brought him into our stream FTB world, and we were doing hardcore, and the rule was that if any of us died, then we start over. We brought him in. He was in for like 5 minutes. I made the mistake of handing him a laser gun, and he just started firing it wildly and killed himself and me, and thus ended everything. So,
Oh.
Thanks, Co.
Sorry.
Goodbye now. All right.
Okay, here comes the
Round of
switch.
applause for these guys. We're going to do a switch real quick. Stay in line. This is why we really need teleporters. Modded real life.
Hi, Good.
Hi. And so here we have our second group of Minecrackers. I'm still Good. And then we have Chad, Jeff, or Jasano, Baj,
You said it.
Aurelian, what? Pyro, and Anderzel. And do you guys want to say anything before we get to the questions?
You weren't kidding. Those lights are really, really bright.
Oh, yeah. No, you're now blind. I hope you enjoyed seeing the real world. All right, let's go ahead.
All right, quick question. Who blew up Doc's draconic reactor? And if you can say. And secondly, do you have to manage egos with a collaboration like this? Or if you have too big an ego, you don't last in Mindcrack? Again, don't have to name names.
So who blew up Doc's draconic reactor?
That was the best thing ever.
I think
because
that was
wasn't
Doc, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Doc.
No,
Doc that blew it up.
He doesn't want to admit it, but no one else touched that. Doc blew it up, and it's really a shame we rolled back the server because the destruction was very impressive.
It's triggered. He's so upset he doesn't have a mic to defend himself.
Yeah, he would do anything for his timer not to be done. And what was the next question?
Egos, collaboration.
Oh, Chad has got the biggest ego.
Oh yeah.
Look at it. Just take it.
Yes, I do. I don't think that egos are too bad. I mean, we all know that we all have opinions, and you have to deal with that. But I don't ever feel like an ego gets in the way of an opinion.
Right. I mean, like you would think. I would imagine that some people like the number of subscribers you have or something like that might get to your head. But if you look at our group, it's such a diverse number. Like if you just look at our numbers, it's very small people versus very large people. I'm not talking about how fat I am, but you know what I mean. And we all get along like human beings. It doesn't that type of stuff doesn't come into play, and we all try to treat each other fairly, regardless.
I think it's not egos per se. It's the fact that you have a group of people that need to talk and like to talk and make their career out of talking. So it's not egos. It's speaking space. Because everybody is always talking, especially when you're trying to organise something like the start of a UHC. Everybody is just blah, 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 all the time.
It's like a chicken house, literally. It's just quack, 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 quack.
Is that what chickens sound like where you're from? Walk, 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 walk.
It's a chicken sound.
It's a chicken.
Swedish chicken.
Walk, 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 walk. That's the next shirt I'm making. Chickens say walk, walk, walk.
That'd be like smoke
The chicken dance. Walk, walk, walk.
All right. Thank you.
Good. We answered that one very well.
Let's go. Next.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So Minecraft is a constantly changing game. They always add new updates. It's what we get excited about. In 1.9, the combat update, when that came out, it took a lot of getting used to. It changed combat a lot. And we've had several months since then. So I have a two-part question. One, how do you feel about the combat as it is now? Have you gotten used to it? Have you accepted it? Or do you wish things that were kind of the way they were? And then two, if you could change something about the game, what would you hope that Mojang changes in the future?
I'm not used to the combat change at all because the only time that I play Minecraft is when I play with these guys. And so when we did the last UHC that we tried with 1.9, everyone was just screaming at me like, "You're doing it wrong, you're spam clicking." And I was like, deal with it. I mean, I don't know how to play this game. I'm not a professional, but I still spam click, so it doesn't really affect me at all.
I'm not really a big fan of the new combat system. I think it can be definitely improved. Oh, is it working? Yeah. Oh, we need to be close. Okay. I'm not a big fan of it, but it can be improved. I think. I like the old one better, to be honest, personally.
I think that 1.10 is really interesting, and it's made a lot of very veteran players feel like the game, when it comes to combat, is brand new. And I almost feel like I need to jump in PvP servers again just to get it down. In terms of a feature that I would like to add to Minecraft, we were actually talking, there was a mixer yesterday, and me and Mark IRL came up with the idea that ocelots, or so basically once you tame a cat, it doesn't do much. It scares creepers and that's about it. So we want a cat to go over to a pool of water and bring you a fish every once in a while. And if you don't pick it up from him fast enough, it becomes a new entity, which is a fish head and skeleton, which is completely useless.
That'd be really cool, but you know, cats don't care about their owners. You need to feed them, not the other way around.
We also came up with another idea that if they ever walked on sand, they may use it as a litter box.
Oh, that would be amazing.
And then the block turns into Podsoil. That was our another idea.
Yeah, I like that one. I recently went back and played older Minecraft, back whenever food healed you. And it's crazy just how much the game's evolved over the last 6 years. And I think that that's something that's going to continue to happen as they add things. You have to rebalance and stuff. And I don't think that the combat change is a bad thing. It's just something that takes a lot of getting used to.
Yeah.
And I know whenever we go into a UHC, whenever we don't play the game every single day, you can definitely see that we don't know the combat update very well. But I think it's been a good change, especially making the game a little bit more difficult with the player versus environment as far as like skeletons and that sort of thing. It's probably a better game as it is.
We've got a lot of muscle memory, haven't we? Because we've been playing it for 5-6 years. And so when something jumps out in front of you, your instant reaction is smack the button as quick as you can. And now that's changed. It's kind of making us have to learn again, which I think is nice.
But it's kind of funny, but the feature that I would change if I could was to go back to the bows and spam clicking the bows, because that was so much fun when you got scared by a creeper and
Talking of which, and features we'd like to see, I'd like to see that the longer you hold the bow fully drawn, the more accurate and the smaller the sort of cone of error is.
Huh. Cool. Thank you.
I have 2 quick questions. One, who is the weirdest one of the entire Mindcrack group?
Anders, you're pointing to Anders, right?
Pyro?
I would say Pyro.
Either or.
Pyro or Badge, definitely.
What?
He's the weirdest.
Badge is pretty weird too. Like if you go
mean,
grocery
yeah, look at his
shopping with
shirt.
Badge,
We can share it.
Have you seen his shirt? It's himself. His shirt is like a derpy version of himself. I'm just stating facts, man. I don't.
And my second question is, will you guys be having a signing later?
actually we'll know the answer to that by the time we're done with this panel. They're trying to secure a room for us to be able to do that. So hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kind of have 3 questions. I guess 2 have kind of been hit on already. I was going to see if y'all had any merchandise on site.
No.
No? Okay.
But we do have free cards.
Yeah, we have the poster cards are with us that you can have whenever we can sign them.
Okay. And my nephew is a huge fan of UHC. He's 11 years old. He's been watching it since I guess he was 7 or 8. He's literally an encyclopedia on it. It kind of ties in with the previous question. Anders, Nebris, some of them will probably support me, but he would really like to request the next UHC be 1.8. And so I guess a question from that could be, how do y'all go about determining we're going to move on? And he wants it FFA, by the way. But how do y'all determine, like, we're going to do teams of 3? Is it just group consensus or whatever Good says goes, or alternate turns type of a deal?
Whatever Good says.
I guess I'll answer.
Don't hide that aura of organization that we seem to project somehow.
No, yeah, we all decide on everything as a group. I don't decide anything on my own. And we haven't done free for all because when we've tried in the past, it was really laggy. And for the other people that were playing, that's the only reason why we stopped doing it, because we had a couple of bad experiences, and that's the only reason why we stopped. We also want to do free for all. As far as moving on, I think that's where I think you have to accept change to some degree and move on with the game. You know, we did a season not too long ago where we did a very old version of Minecraft, and I could see us going back and doing seasons as 1.8. But as far as it being the staple for UHC, I don't think that's what we'll do.
And this, I swear I wouldn't have asked this if the panel didn't change, but if it's all possible, we came from Texas. And it would be really cool if we could get a photo with Aurelian. No offense to everybody else. After the fact, when you're all done, of course. So.
We can do it during our
Yeah.
panel. Yeah, during our meet and greet.
Cool. Yep. We are happy we came. So thank you all for all that you do.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Next. All right, next.
Hello. Do you guys have any plans to collectively think of an idea or game, mobile game, inspired by Mindcrack or just inspired by any idea?
We have a card game.
Yeah, there you go.
We
Pimp
do.
that.
You can go to superfight.com.
I'm thinking like a mobile game.
Oh, well. Sorry.
You could play it in the car.
We're not that greedy.
Is there not a? There is
It,
a computer
well, it's a
version,
game.
right?
It's on the
Yeah, it's on
PC.
Steam.
It's on Steam.
You can't play it on your phone, but you can play it on a tablet in your car.
I think.
Disappointing people once more.
I mean, has
think
anyone
the,
ever had?
oh,
Sorry.
No, I was going to say, I think the history of people making games based on their groups is not littered with success, is it? Really? So.
Right. And I mean, I guess another question would be like, has anyone on the group felt like they've wanted to get into app development? Because you know, I know for me, my answer is like, it's not what I want to do with my life.
I don't think they want us to make the own game. But
Well, okay.
I mean,
It's a concept.
Well, yeah. Well, the task of developing that. Wait, what would the game be? That sounds like daunting.
Yeah, I'm like, meh, I don't care.
It would sound cool. Pyre, are you gonna do it for us?
How much you paying me?
You can live under my stairs instead of the stairs you currently live under.
No money, but
It's
a
a
lot of
deal.
exposure.
Yeah. Do it for the exposure. There's a whole group of guys that you'll
For
be
your
and
portfolio,
girl.
you know?
Yeah, for your
Get the
portfolio.
work out of it.
It'll be great.
I'll try. No promises.
Thank you.
I was wondering, how did you guys meet each other?
Oh man, that's a story. So here's what happened. No. Really, I think it's different for each of us.
Down the line, I guess. Isn't it?
Yeah. Like I used to watch Jay Sano because he was terrible at Minecraft, and I asked him if he wanted to play the game with me. And
I'm
that's
still terrible at Minecraft.
Well, yeah, we have a series where we're terrible at together. In fact, called Space Chickens. Early on, I had actually asked Jeff. Whenever the Wolves first came out, I had never got to meet Jeff before, and I asked Jeff. I said, you know, these Wolves just came out. I have an idea for a prank because Jeff created the prank wars. Like, if you see all these YouTubers doing prank wars in Minecraft, that started with that guy right there. He should have way more than whatever the number of his subscribers are. It should be in the millions because that's where it all started right there. But I asked him if I could come up to his house because he lives about a 3-hour drive, and I wanted to do a real life shoot of me punching him in real life, and then cut back to the game and my wolves killing him in the game. And he just thought I was a crazy person.
Well, let's put it this way. Somebody wants to meet you for the first time by punching you in the face.
At your front door.
At my front door. And he expected that I didn't think he was a crazy person.
Now you'd let me punch you, right?
Maybe in the arm.
That didn't really answer the question, but we all met each other different ways throughout time, and it's just people in the group that we really got along with really well, and that's how the group kind of formed organically.
I think a lot of it was from watching you amongst other people. I'd say, so Beef said he used to watch Anders, but I think quite a lot of us used to watch you or somebody else that was already in the group, and it's kind of, as you say, organically, because a lot of people thought, oh, people get chosen to join Minecraft because of numbers or anything like that, but it's not. It was more of a just, it happened kind of thing, I think.
I think a lot of it as well was meeting each other at conventions and then seeing them in real life and realizing, okay, this person isn't crazy.
Yeah, it's why it sort of works as a group when we're in houses
Relatable.
like this. It's because we are quite groupy and matey, aren't we, really?
And nobody's getting punched in the face either.
Well, there was at one time.
Yeah. My first contact with the group was actually Michael. Michael used to moderate in a IRC chat room.
Who?
And yeah, I reached out to him, and he said he was going to a convention, and it was like, well, I want to be there. That sounds cool. And he actually helped me find like a good deal to get a flight and a rental car down to the first PlayOnCon I was at.
Anyone else?
No.
All right. Thank you. Next question.
What do you think about the shields with dueling in UHC? Do you think it's OP?
I don't want to take all the answers, but I feel like the first time we used it, we weren't prepared for it, and there was long standoffs. But I think since then, the UHC since then, we've gotten better at it each time as far as how to use the shield and not end up in these situations where we're just kind of staring at each other, holding the shield, and actually attacking more so.
I think functionality-wise, they work really well, but there's always this feeling like you've got a bit of dirt on your glasses or something. That it's just taking up that bit of space that you're worried there's something hiding behind the shield that you can't see, which is kind of awkward to get used to. But
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the shield either, to be honest. I like a sword. That's good enough. That works. And torches in the other hand. That's perfect.
Oh, that's right. You don't even use the shield. That's why you can't win. You know that, right?
Hey, man, the server is laggy, okay? It's all your fault. It's just server lag, okay?
When are you not going to have a laggy server, dude?
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Thanks.
What do you guys like to do in your free time?
I just took up cooking recently.
Why is that funny?
I didn't hear cooking, and I was like, Hito, huh? And then that's first split. Don't ask. I didn't hear cooking.
Cooking?
Oh, what?
What did you think I said?
I don't want to say what I thought you said, but I think a lot of people had the reaction that I had where you said I took up cooking, but we didn't hear that because there was like, no, just me? Okay.
cooking meth, isn't it?
No, it was just you.
I make the best blue
Like
crystal.
always, forever alone. What do we do?
I mean, I guess you got to define free time too when you're talking about
Yeah.
that, because I'm really busy with a lot of things, but that would be my free time from YouTube as well. So, for people who don't know, I work at a hospital. I'm a volunteer firefighter, things like that. So that is my quote unquote free time being used toward other things. So.
Yeah, it's just constant. I mean, how many people on the panel is it just constant YouTube, work, thinking of stuff, talking to people, looking at chat, you're doing your home stuff, home life, home chores.
Well, yeah, I guess my free time is I'm spending as much time with my wife and daughter as I possibly
Right.
can, like doing those sort of things.
Great.
All right, well, moving on. We are boring. We just work all the time.
Next question.
Next.
This is a question for Good mainly. When you started Mindcrack for the first time, did you ever expect it to become what it's become today?
Absolutely not. I didn't expect to ever have another friend in my life, actually. No. No, I didn't. I absolutely did not expect that we would be sitting here. I mean, I remember going to the first MINECON and even questioning whether or not I should be doing that because my daughter had just been born a couple weeks before that and thinking I probably should just stay home, and meeting Co-Star there for the first time and, just wishing that I could be as involved as possible in the game, and now here with all these great people and such a great community and just getting to hang out with everyone, and just the fact that we raised money to fly everyone here, and how supportive the community was to raise that $15,000 it took to fly everyone in the group here and to pay for our houses. That's just insane, and I don't think anyone could ever expect. I don't think anyone can ever start something so small and expect something so big to come from it.
I think that's why we want to do the signing room. That's why we're so eager to do that, is because we do want to sort of thank the people that have come here to say hello to us. We're not, as you said at the original question, we're not here for our ego. We're here to kind of entertain everybody and give them something back for meeting us, I think.
Thank you. One more question probably before we have to switch groups again.
Do you guys have any more plans to do any more of Seth Bling's building minigame? I forgot the name of it.
You're talking about building game.
I love that game.
I love it too. Oh my God! But
It's an awesome game.
Sorry, don't worry.
Thanks.
Yeah, sorry, I've been cut off. No, the truth is that even Seth knows it hasn't been updated for any of the recent versions, and so it's hard to play to get everyone back on an old version.
And Seth's coming on stage right now to tell you why. Could you guys hurry up? There's people waiting.
It is really bright up here.
It's very bright. Welcome to the sun. Our panel is being broadcast from there.
Sorry, I believe we left off with why is Seth Bling so lazy?
Yes, that was pretty much it. Where's the building games?
Oh, you update it. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I mean, you can just, it's very easy to just launch an old version of Minecraft. That's my solution. You should just play.
But what about all the cool new blocks?
That's actually a really good point.
Updated, Seth.
Yeah, I should probably update that, huh?
Well, you heard it here. All right, so let's introduce everyone. If you don't know who they are, we got Pause on Pause, Seth Bling, Zisto, Nebris, Packrad, and Sevidus. And let's get right into the questions.
Where's the timer?
All right. Well, you know what? The panel ends when the timer's done. Down there.
Setting it anyways.
Setting it anyways. Actually, we've lost some time because you guys walk slow.
What? Chad held us back.
Right, and Chad. Chad's always holding us back.
What the heck, Chad?
Come on, man.
All right, first question.
Are you guys professional mine manners? Like, do you have any other jobs?
Mine what?
Mine matters? I heard mine matters.
I think the gist of it was, do we have any other jobs? Are we
Oh, I see. Anyone on this panel have another
Yes.
job?
I do. I run a broadcasting company. But
Please feel free to advertise your.
Yeah, it's awkward. Oh,
twitch.tv/Surfusion.
Your special group of.
Yeah.
We're going to kick them out of Minecraft as soon as possible.
Also, one of my employees is on the panel.
Oh, what's up?
Pause.
I like your shirt, by the way.
How does it feel being called an employee? What if I basically called you? What if I feel like he's looking down on you. You're just my
No, it's
subordinate.
so funny. It's like the only boss I can actually like swear at and like do very rude things to and not get in trouble. We don't have HR right now. We need to get on that.
You probably need HR
ASAP,
immediately.
Seriously.
It's a situation where I have no power.
Jeff, that just left the panel, though, he's a nurse and a firefighter and
YouTuber,
combat medic.
Medic. Wow,
really getting upgraded.
Ari works for Twitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Michael. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Michael programs. He does something. I don't actually know what Michael does.
Wait,
Who?
are we even talking? Yeah, I think most of us are full time though.
Yeah.
Or well, there's some definition of full time.
Yeah. What do you do, Seth? Tell us.
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch lately. I'm almost diamond.
All right.
that
Thank
like
you. Oh,
better than Redstone?
It's a tier. It's a competitive tier. It's a joke. Yeah. No, yeah. Tell me
better
more.
than Redstone tier.
No, Redstone's not a tier in Overwatch.
I know.
Then why are you
It was
asking?
it was a joke. Because you're known for
Egos.
Redstone. If I have to explain the joke, it's not funny anymore.
Oh, it's not. It's not funny, really.
Yeah, 'cause it was really obvious.
Okay.
Later, they'll have their own panel.
I'm glad we're sitting next to each other.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Next question.
How often do you play Minecraft with each other?
Having to play Minecraft with each other? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think as much as we possibly can, where it makes sense. Without a vanilla server that we all can go to, it's not as easy. But when we do UHC, pretty much everyone tries to make it. There was the Crackpack server, and that was fun until it got laggy. Zisto, he's busy writing a Dr. Seuss book in Minecraft, though. So
there's also a lot of series that small groups of us are in together. Like me and Good are actually in an Agrarian Skies group, a nomadic group, and Nebris. Yeah, he shows up now and again.
He's sitting right by you. Come on. The audacity.
But yeah, there's more than just the giant UHCs. We do a lot of smaller stuff together too. So, and Minecraft is heavily involved.
Next. Zisto, what happened to Super Hostile Online? Is that a thing you're still gonna do?
Yeah, I just moved recently, and he was kind of rebuilding the way it worked, and I plan to check back in on it, but I haven't looked into it since I moved, so I don't actually know what's going on. We should ask Vex. He's not here.
What a jerk.
Right?
He had the option to come.
Yeah, everyone had the
He
option
hates
to come.
us, though.
Milby, we
Milby
basically...
too, yeah.
Right? You can't
Well,
get him
Vex
to leave.
is off in Hobbit Lanes.
I'm still mad at Milby for the very first Minecon that he sent his brother.
All right. Next question.
Hi, I'm a big fan. My question is, who in Mindcrack has the biggest hands? Thank you.
I can tell you has the softest hands.
What was the question?
We were told to keep this
Chad
PG.
asked who has the biggest hands in Minecrack.
PG, right?
Hey, can we slap you to like test? And then we'll check by like the big mark.
Did someone let him cut in line? That's disrespectful, Chad. His ego. I
Come
told
on,
you guys about
agents,
his
do your
ego.
job.
I have really tiny hands. They're delicate. What's the next question?
I was wondering, this wasn't really clear, but you may not know at the moment. Are you guys doing a meetup today or tomorrow?
We are doing a sign. I just got the information right before these people slowly walked on stage. And we are doing a signing. It's in the room down the hall on the direction. Hold on. It'll be on the right. And there will not be a sign in this room. So as soon as we leave here, we'll go out the probably doors over there and walk down into that room. And the rest of you can go down. And the room will be on the right. There'll be a signing in there. And we'll have the poster cards.
We'll be there, guys.
Totally going to be there. No, for real. We'll be there, though. So.
And my final question is, who do you think gets the most fan art?
Chad or Aaron, probably.
Yeah,
definitely Chad.
Chad.
I don't get that much fan art, do I? Oh, God.
Look at Tumblr.
What's going on Tumblr?
I don't.
I don't know. What's Tumblr?
I don't know if I should either.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, next.
So, what advice do you have for people who play as a group regularly that maybe wanted to get more exposure? Like, did you think about marketing right off the bat, or is it something that just kind of grew over time?
You have a big channel, Seth. Maybe you know something that we don't know.
Well, he's asking about a group, though.
Oh. Well, we never really done any group marketing either. As we just kind of all did our thing as individuals, and as a group, that drew people to us because they could see a smaller community that they could latch on to. And I think there's kind of a meme effect that happens where anytime you have pyro around, but where you're watching like my channel and I walk past something that you've seen on Seth's channel or so on, and where you're all talking about each other, it's like a perpetual machine that advertises each individual in the group on its own way.
I guess we're kind of like each just trying to make our own content that's the best content that we can make for ourselves, but keeping in mind that allowing people to accidentally discover other members of the group is just kind of mutually beneficial. And so there's some of that, I guess.
I don't know if that answers completely, but yeah, we have never actually paid for any marketing or anything. We're just trying to make the best content we can. What do you do,
The answer is
Mr.
no.
Nerd Fusion?
We didn't. As Minecraft.
No, but what's Nerd Fusion do as a group? How much marketing you pay for?
I mean, we're not a content creation group in the same way that this one is, right?
Right.
So we're a business focused around content creation, whereas this is a community focused around content creation. It's a little different. So yeah, we don't mind spending money, obviously, but as Mindcrack as a group has grown very organically, and I think, I think a lot of Mindcrack's exposure just comes because we have, no offense, sorry, this is gonna sound bad, because we have awesome people, right, in our group that show off awesome things and show each other off, and is that true? That's true, and no, I think when we've always done things where we also sort of cross-pollinate, I was gonna say crossbreed, but that's not right, with other things. So we've done a few things. We've done a few things where Mindcrack and other groups are involved in those sorts of things. We've done charity events and stuff like that, where it's not just us, but it's also other groups that have similar interests and do similar things as us. And that's one way that we sort of, organically market each other.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have one question for Seth and then one for all of you. So first off, I'm a big fan of Seth Bling, and I wanted to know what's your favorite creation that out of all of them that you've ever made? My personal favorite is the giant lawnmower.
That's actually my mother's favorite as well. The giant lawnmower. It's really hard for me to pin down a favorite creation of mine, but I definitely can say that I was very, very proud of making Super Craft Brothers, because it was this whole map where I built the redstone, but I also built the levels. I created some skins for the kind of player heads. That you could, if you were playing a cactus, you would have a cactus head, that sort of thing. So I did all of that myself, and I'm not really good at building, so I was just very proud of being able to actually make something fully end to end, and so that one was a really satisfying project.
And when will the signing be? Will it be right after this panel?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It'll be
And
in,
I just wanted to add,
to the right.
will we be seeing any more of Paul Soares Jr. in Mindcrack?
That's up to him. He's always free to play with us. He's a busy guy. He's got 32 children, and they're all going to college this year. And I just talked to him not too long ago. He was at PAX East, and they were all there, and he was literally going to spend the next 2 weeks driving them to different colleges and stuff. So he's the most busy person I think I know when it comes to stuff like that.
Thank you.
Next.
Hello. So I kind of play around with the whole content creation in general, and I know long, extensive recordings can be really hard on your voice, and I was wondering if you had any strategies to kind of prevent straining your voice or losing it.
No.
Everest? Yeah, what's the deal?
I recommend single malt whiskey, preferably from
These
the
are kids.
from the
These don't-
Eiley region. What?
Wait till you're 21, kids.
Wait. Okay, sorry. How old are you?
I'm 16.
Okay. In 5 years, I recommend single malt whiskey.
Alrighty.
No, but seriously, one thing I actually do use is put a little bit of honey and lemon juice in a cup and heat it up with some water. There you go.
Also, I don't do long recording sessions, but I have found that if I'm playing a game for a long time, it's really helpful to have a headset that has, I don't know what the word for it is, but cups that go around your ears, and with the cushioning. It basically, your ears kind of aren't even touching the headphones, and it makes it so much more comfortable for long sessions.
Oh, next.
My voice doesn't ever go, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Unless I'm sick.
Yeah.
We don't lose our voices. Why do you guys lose your voices so easily?
I don't have that problem. Next.
Great, thank you.
All right, you guys were mentioning stuff like Paul Soares being busy and all that, and all of you, people have been asking about free time and stuff like that. So how do you find time to actually sit down and record? Do you just record a whole bunch of stuff back to back and then slowly release it? And that kind of goes along with group stuff like Agrarian Skies. So would you record an episode of Agrarian Skies and an episode of Space Chickens in the same day? Or is it just every weekday you know what you're recording kind of thing?
I think a lot of us will sit down and I know, for instance, me, Beef, and Etho for the Sky Factory 2.5 every Monday at 6 p.m. we record. We record 4 episodes 1 week to cover it, and then 3 and then 4. So it's just about scheduling and all that. So, and then staggering the videos.
I think that's pretty much everyone in the group. I don't think there's any group content that you see that it's recorded every other day so that it's up every other day. It's always one session per week sort of thing, like Mario Kart. We've been doing that for 6 years now.
Too long.
But yeah, once a week.
All right,
Thank you. Next.
Hi. So I have 2 questions.
Hi.
One is kind of optional. So the first one is, if Minecraft didn't exist, what other game would you guys go for to play on as a group? And then my second one is, do you have any thoughts on the EULA and what Mojang is doing over there?
What game would we play together?
Well, I mean, a bunch of you played 7 Days to Die together.
Old school RuneScape. Let's do it. Minecraft, old school RuneScape.
Like 6 months ago, I bought a membership for a month and was just playing it nonstop.
Nerd.
This is why you haven't seen any videos. Seth is just RuneScape. That's what his. He'd think it would resonate
He
well.
says Overwatch, but it's RuneScape.
Yeah. There's no redstone. He found out and he stopped.
I think Minecraft is too unique of an entity to really say that any other single game would have brought us together the same way.
Yeah, I would agree.
Just it's too varied from the vanilla content to all the different types of mods, and I mean, the personalities that are up here, there's nothing else that would have really compared. A couple of us would have gotten together in some other games later on, but not in the same way.
Co was actually talking about it to me earlier today, and he talked about how there's these moments that happen. Like Counter-Strike was one of them that brought a huge community of people together, and for me it was World of Warcraft, and we came together because of Minecraft. Everyone in this group came together because of Minecraft. Some of us have lost interest in the vanilla game to some degree. We don't find the same level of excitement we once did, and I think we enjoy our company so much that we're still a group of friends. And I think we're all kind of waiting for another game that is exactly that same level of excitement that we all find. Like 7 Days to Die was really close to being a game that brought us all together as much as Minecraft. But I don't think there'll ever be a game that all of us are like, man, it's Minecraft again. Minecraft is special in that way.
I guess as for the EULA question, I think we've had some frustrations in the past because of the EULA for sure. It's the changes to the EULA are designed for people who want to exploit the system, and we're not those people. And so, like for instance, Play Minecraft, we just had a lot of trouble keeping it funded, and eventually it had to get shut down. Even though, like, we weren't gonna screw over our fans, right?
We weren't scum. Yeah.
And so, like, and I've been working on Super Minecraft Maker, and it's been a challenge to try and keep that afloat. That sort of thing. I did a cool collaboration with Verizon a few months back, and I think a lot of people really thought it ended up being a cool video, even though it was an advertisement. It was a sponsored advertisement. But now that sort of thing isn't allowed anymore. And it definitely makes me sort of sad because allowing us to do this sort of thing full time is how we have a group like this, and just sources of revenue like that. If you can't have them, you got to go to something else, and it just kind of makes the situation a little bit worse. But yeah, I mean, there are people out there that want to exploit other people, and I can kind of see where they're coming from. It just sucks.
Yeah.
Thank you. We got about 2 minutes left total. Just a warning.
So I'm a really big fan of you, Seth, and I was wondering why have you not been so active on your channel lately?
Thank you. I've been waiting for that question, and I have 2 minutes to answer. So
you don't have to take them all, though.
No, I am. All right, I'll try and do it as fast as I can. My channel has always been about just what I'm interested in doing at the time. That's why I stopped playing Minecraft for a while and started just speedrunning Super Mario World. Obviously very different. It's the same audience isn't necessarily going to care, and I don't care really if my audience cares. That's just never been the driving factor.
That's early.
So anyway, I guess I'm done.
That's early. It was early. Sorry.
Oh, it was early. Okay.
Yeah. Now there's actual time.
Oh,
a
okay.
minute and 8 seconds.
Oh God. But yeah, so it just a lot of my drive over time, especially the first several years, first 2 or 3 years, was all about. I really kind of wanted to see how big I could grow my channel. It sounds like an egotistical thing, and it is. And everybody has a different thing that drives them. For some people, it's money. Some people, they want to grow their channel. Some people want to meet a lot of people through the community. And really growing my channel was a big drive for me. And I did it very well for a long time, and I kind of proved to myself that I could do it. And once I had proved it to myself that I could do it, I lost a lot of that drive. And so for the past year or 2 or 3, it's just been a very slow decline in the level of drive that I have. So I guess what you're seeing now is sort of kind of the end of that. But I've always in the past found something to get excited about and passionate about, whether it's speedrunning or Minecraft or maybe it's Overwatch now. And I find when I get excited about something, other people do too. So we will hopefully see something like that in the future. Maybe it's machine learning too. Anyway, thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Thank all the Mindcrackers for being up here. You guys are all awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We will have a charity panel at 6. It might be in this room. I don't remember. We will be doing a signing right down the hall on your right. Come and see us. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your Minecon.